Hey, once again, it's your boy Dede from Triple D Gaming coming at you with another how-to video. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. Alright, ladies and gents, in this one, it is going to be real quick how to convert FS19 placeables to FS22. Just a real quick breakdown. So with that being said, we are going to, right here in the mod hub, we're going to go ahead and convert this old wooden garage right here. All right. So I already have it downloaded. So let's go ahead and get to that. So after you download it, right here it is, unzip it. All right. Then after you get it unzipped, don't mind my desktop, it's there's stuff everywhere. So after you get it unzipped, this is what it's going to look like. All right, so then first thing you're going to do is open up the mod desk. I don't know why it does that. Right click it, open with Notepad++. So you're going to need Giants Editor, the latest version, obviously FarmSim 22. And then you're going to need Notepad or Notepad++. Lot better with Notepad++. So this here, it's going to be right at the top here. I don't know why on Notepad++, it does not show your cursor like when you're recording, and I don't know why. But anyhow, so I'll just highlight whatever line I'm talking about here so you guys can see it. But I lost it. All right, right here, guys. This is going to start off. It's probably, I think it was version 53. So you're going to change that to version 61 or 62. Excuse me, 61 there we'll go with. Save that. Alright. Then we'll close that. We'll go ahead and open this up in Giants Editor. The new version, why does that do two of them? I don't know why. Alright. But for FarmSim 22 is 9.0.1, and they just updated it today, like just as I was making a video. So it's 9.0.2. Go ahead and hit OK on that. All right, that's going to open up for you. I'll create some light here so you can see it. Alright, in the last editor, these doors were missing right here on the side. But I still got it converted. In the new editor, they are showing. Like, it's actually there. Yeah, so this one right here wasn't showing. I got it to work in game. But it is showing now. So if you come up here to File, go to your Preferences, and then make sure your game is pathed right. Right here, Game Installation. Make sure it's actually going to FarmSim 22. If this is the first time downloading the new editor and you had it for FarmSim 19, it's still going to be pathed for FarmSim 19. So you got to make sure you change that to FarmSim 22. Now right here, external tools, text editor. If you have Notepad++, you want to do that. So you would hit the three dots there. For you, it'd probably be C drive, but I moved it on mine. So D drive, you would, like I said, you would go to C drive, and then right here, window apps, and then it is going to be right here. I cannot pronounce this, but it's HAUKEGTZE Notepad Editor. So you would click on that and hit open. All right, and that's going to put your text editor right here. So whenever you come up here to text editor, open i3D and text editor, that would open it up in Notepad++ for you. So let's go ahead and open it there. A lot of your mods, you're going to have to, mine for some reason it says it doesn't load it, but it does. A lot of mods, you're going to have to come into the i3D file in the text and make sure everything is pathed right. You have to make sure stuff is pathed right. So like right here, file name, it's saying in the mod, it's textures, Desky, albedo, a DDS file. So that's a path. So we could actually follow that path. So right here's the mod. Then it's textures, and then right here the Desky normal or the albedo. It's all right here. So that is all pathed to right. Now, when a mod is looking for something in the game, that would be path different. So it would be $, whatever. Well, places have been moved in a new game. So if something ain't working, it tells you it's not working. You have to come up here or come in here and make sure the paths for everything is working. This is a small mod, so there really isn't much going on in here. But like maps and stuff, this thing is huge. It's a huge list. All right, so I'm going to close out of this because we don't need it. But I just wanted to show you that. Okay. So for this specific mod, it's mainly going to be right here, the old wooden garage. So we'll open that up, and this is where everything's going to have to change, okay, to make it work in the game. Now what I'm going to do is minimize that and minimize that. Matter of fact, let me minimize that again. Open this up. And then we're going to go to where the game is. So documents, my games, Farm Sim 22. And I have the mods folder empty to make this easier. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, without zipping it, this way we can work on it whenever you're done and you get it working, then zip it up. But we're going to grab a hold of this and we're going to drop it in our mods folder. Like so. Okay, now that's in our mods folder. So with that in the mods folder, I'm going to open up the game real quick just to show you how that mod is acting in the game right now without us changing anything. And this is updating, so I'm going to pause it here while that opens. Alright guys, here we are in the game. So I'm going to hit career, and then we're going to go ahead and select this in your mods, and then hit start. Now while that's doing that, I'm going to exit back to the desktop here, and I'm going to back up one. I'm going to blow this up so you can see it. We're in the game files here, mods, where you put your mods in and that. So we're going to scroll down, click on the log, right click it, hit delete. Okay. Now we're going to minimize that, and then we are going to open the game back up. Wait for this to load. Alright. So now we're going to go in the game. Run forwards here. Construction. Alright, now we're going to scroll over. Here's our shed, garage, whatever you want to call it. When you bring it out here, it says could not load item. That's what it says. It just won't load it. Alright, so we're just going to exit back to the desktop. And then we are going to open up our log. because it created a new one. It created a new one after we deleted it when we went in the game. Alright, so right here we got errors. Error, no type defined for placeable. And then it's saying that garage, the old garage. So it doesn't have a type. So it doesn't know. Let me close these out. It doesn't know what it is, what kind of placeable it is. So I sat here, and what you could do is delete that first line, and then you could put type equals I'm deleting the wrong stuff here. Okay, like that. So now, if you save that, delete that log, and then delete this log again, delete, and we open the game back up, then we bring on that shed, still can't load it. So now we'll open the log back up and see what it's telling us. Now it is saying no defined placeable type. Alright, so it still ain't working. So what I ended up having to do, guys, because I sat here with this forever trying to get this to work. So what you're going to do is we'll close this down real quick. Now you're going to go to the game's main path. So yours will probably be under C drive. I got mine under D drive if you have your game from Steam. So you'll go to C drive, Steam library, Steam apps, common, Farm 722, data, placeables, easy shed. Then we'll click in the easy shed one. All right, here's the XML file for that. So we're going to click into that. Okay. I'm going to minimize that real quick just so I can close this down, minimize it. And I'm going to drag it over to my other screen just so I don't get things mixed up. All right, so we'll open that back up. Okay, now here's the easy shed. See how this is placeable type, simple placeable, and it has all of this? Go ahead and copy that. Copy this whole top line right here. Copy. Now go back to your garage XML file and just erase this placeable up here and paste in what you just copied from the in-game shed right there. So now we have that. All right, hit save. So now if we save that, okay, let me minimize that. We'll delete this log again. Delete that log. Now we open up the game and we try to place that shed again. Still can't load it, it says. All right, so let's go back to our log, see what our log says. All right. It's saying no type defined for placeable. Still saying that. All right, so let's delete that log again. And I'm just, instead of going through it all, I'm just going to show you what I ended up doing. Okay, so right here, I don't think you guys can see the lines, but I'm going to highlight it. Right here where it says placeable type, the new game does not read this anymore. Placeable types. It only goes by the file name right here. Right there. It only goes by that now. So what you're going to have to do is just click on this placeable here and delete that. Delete that line. Okay, now we're going to go back to the easy shed. And yeah, you see that's not there. It just has the file name. So now what you have to do is it goes by base now. See right here it says base and then file name. Let's just go ahead and copy that where it says base. So let's copy that. Go back to the shed. And I'm going to drop this a line. And then we're going to paste in that base. And then we're going to make it look just like the game's shed. So we'll paste. And then we'll drop that line. So now it looks just like the game shed. It says base, file name, base. Which I think we got to bump that over. Yes. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And we'll bump this over to where our little arrow thing there is underneath the E. Alright, we're good now. Let's save that just so we're good to go. Now, minimize that. Now let's delete the log again. Delete the log. Let's go back in the game and see what it says now. Still can't place it. Alright, let's go back to our log. See what our log says. No type defined. Alright. So we'll delete that. Alright, let's go back to our easy shed. Alright, so this is what I ended up having to do. It's because of, let me see. There's actually a few more things I had to change, I think. But right here. This stuff right here. So let's go ahead and just copy all this all the way down to here, and let's just copy this, and we'll go back to our garage and we'll drop a line, drop another line. Let's just paste all this in there. Paste. All right. So what we have to do, right here where it says placement, clear area, leveling, all that good stuff. Let's see. Then we'll find that down here. See the placement? It's different. It says use random Y rotation false. Then if we come up here to what was already in the mod, it says test size X. The game doesn't go by that anymore. So we have to get rid of that. And the easiest way to do this is we're just going to delete all this right here. The leveling, all this right here. Well, I'll tell you what we can do. Right here, what was already in there, for clear start node, copy this. Okay, then come down to what we pasted in from the games mod. Right here where it says clear start node. Matter of fact, let me go back up here. Copy the explanation points on the right side. And then the numbers. copy. Then we'll come down here to clear. Then we're going to paste it in here. Start node. Then you got to put a space in there. So there it has a space. Okay, now let's go back up to what was already in there. And then copy the width. Copy that. Come back down here to our clear area. Width node. Click here. Paste. And then make sure you hit space to add a space there. Now we need to copy the height. The clear area. And we'll copy the height. Copy. Come back down. And the first time I got this to work, it didn't. The height, the clear area, and that wasn't working. Then I came in here and did this, and then it worked just fine. So with node and a clear area width. Let's see what we got here. See, we got something extra on this one. No. See, it's kind of different. All right, so we have start, width, and height for the nodes. So start, width, height. So right here, we'll paste in our height and hit space. Okay, now leveling. So we'll come back up here to the leveling. Start node 2.0. Copy that. Come back down here to leveling. Start node. Paste. Space. Come back up to this start node. Or leveling, I mean. Alright, so copy the width. And then same thing, we'll copy the height. So copy. Paste. Now we need the height. See, that says asphalt right there. We're going to have to change that to dirt. Unless you actually want asphalt under there. But, so we'll copy the height. Copy. And come down. And paste it in here. Okay. Then we'll come up here and just grab this dirt right here. And then put dirt there instead of asphalt. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and hit save on that. Now we're going to delete everything out of here except for the animation from the original XML. Do not delete the animation right here. All right, so we'll start here right from the placement. We're going to delete the snow, the seasons, the leveling, Like I said, everything but the animation. So just down to the seasons here. Alright. And delete. Alright. Now let's save that. And now let's see what it's telling us in the game now. So we'll delete our log. Delete. Open the game back up. Alright, still ain't working. So open up the log. Error no type defined. Okay, so it's still telling us there's no type defined. Alright, so what we're going to do is right here where it says store, let's drag that back to right there, I believe. And then let's grab a hold of the placeable type right here on the top. And then we're just going to hit space and bring it up to that point. Let's hit save. Let's delete our log again. Open the game back up. And let's see what it says. Open a log. Not defined for placeable. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm just going to close the game out because it's still been running, and we're just going to reload it and then see what happens. Alright, so I'm just going to exit right here, exit the game, and then we're just going to open it back up. And then while that loads, I'll be right back with you. Alright, ladies and gents, so let me open this back up. Everything we had down here underneath of indoor area, so at the bottom we have clear, level, indoor area. Everything that was under that I got rid of. I deleted it. And so this is all we have right here. Your price and everything, your base file name stuff right here. Then the animations goes down to here. Then we have the placement test area. And then there was a sound thing in between here. I deleted that. Clear area, leveling, indoor area. Okay. Anything that is here from the original mod that I didn't take out of the in-game shit that pack was all this to here, well, to here. Okay. Animated objects, that was from in the mod originally. Everything else is what we took out of the game's the shed pack from in-game. Now it's telling me there's a problem with line 80, which is right here, the clear area. And I know what the problem is. Just give me a second. So we could have just kept the clear area from the original mod and not added it from the shed. All right. But here's the thing. I kept throwing it in game, and it kept saying that the type wasn't right. Well, that's because I was editing the wrong file here, guys. So if I jump back here, I actually had it open, this one here on the desktop open, and that's the one that I was editing here in the video. So that's why it wasn't working in game. I just noticed that I was editing that one instead of this one here inside of our mods. How did that happen? I don't know. but that's what happened. All right, so let me open this back up, and then we're going to go down to line 80. Line 80. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and we are going to get rid of the clear area 1 start. So we're just going to delete that. Anything we're going to keep is the start node, the width node, and the height node, just like it was in the original mod. So I could have just kept it like that. All right. We'll go ahead and get rid of this. We're just keeping the nodes there. Back that all the way up. All right. So now let's save that. And then delete the log again. Open the game. Okay, now let's see what the log's telling us now. Open the log. Okay, now it says error. Oops. Error XML, error parsing attribute, error ID 7, line 85, which is the leveling area, which I already knew that was going to be a problem. So we'll open the mod back up. Here we go. Here's line 85. All we need is the nodes. Right here, we got to get rid of this. The level area 1 start. And then the level area 1 width. I think you can use these, but you got to have numbers in there. We're just going to get rid of them. All right, just like so. Now let's save it again. Delete our log. Delete. Open a game up. So now we changed that one line. Now you see we actually have a shed now. And I placed it by accident because for some reason I thought it wasn't going to work again. But now if we run over to the shed, because we did the clear area, that it's actually, matter of fact, let's just go back in here. It would have worked if we didn't put our nodes in for the leveling, and that it would have worked. It just wouldn't have cleared the ground. So if you put it on a slope, it would have just actually, the building would have been in the slope, is what would have happened. But because we put the nodes in, so now it's actually leveling the ground. See, it leveled the ground. But here's the problem. There's no sound. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to fix the sound. And this is the tricky one. And I'll show you that real quick. Alright, so there's no sound. So now, let's go back in our XML file. Okay, so if let's go back into the game's main directory right here where we got the easy shed from, and we'll back up. Okay, right here we'll go into data and we will go down to sound. Placeables? No. Prefabs. Gate. Okay, then you got gate open, gate close, so on and so forth. Alright. I'm going to move that out of the road. And we're going to come up here to the sound. This is for the left door. This is for the right door. So under your animation, animated objects, you go down All right, so sounds right here and right here. So sounds. Here's where it's pathed. Data, sounds, prefab, gate, gate, loop. And then this one is gate open, gate closed. All right, so why isn't it working? It's pathed right. So let's open this up. Okay, so now if we look at that, it is data, sounds, prefab, gate. So data, sounds, prefab, gate. All right, so why isn't it working? Well, if we just hover on here, you see the item type is an OGG file. Well, it used to be WAV files in the old game. See, WAV file. So now, if we took that and capitalize, has to be capitalized, OGG, and we change that to an OGG, and we save that. Well, it's still not going to work. And I'll tell you why. Every little minor detail matters, okay? So if you look at this, let's look at this one. It says data, sound, prefab, gate, gate open, wave. All right, so if you look at this, here is gate closed, but it's not wave now. It is a OGG file. But if you look real close, like real close, right here it says open gate, and then it has the underscore. Well, there is no space here. It is open gate, close gate with no space. So if we move that out of the road and we come over here, the way the game works is if there is no space in the text, so now you have to do capital. So it would be the word gate. Well, the next word that comes behind gate, the starting letter has to be capitalized. And then if there's another word behind that, the first letter has to be capitalized. So in loop, the L is capitalized. So if it said loop open at the end, so then you would have to make that O capitalized. So that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to capitalize this O and we're going to get rid of that underscore. So capitalize O and then capitalize the C right here and get rid of the underscore. Capitalize C and then come up here. Make this a OGG file. Back that up. Make that a OGG file. And then we are going to come down here and do the same exact thing, guys. So this is for the right side door. Capitalize L. Capitalize O. Capitalize C. And then make all these waves OGG. Wave OGG. Wave OGG. Okay. So let's go up here and save that. Save. Let's close that. Let's delete the log again just in case. Let's open the game back up. Let's open a door. Oh no, there's still no sound. But I believe that's because we had to restart the game because we had modified that. So, let me make sure I was working on the right one too. I'm pretty sure I was. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's right. All right. So, Yeah, let me close the game out, and I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gents, let's try it again. Hopefully it works, because I'm trying to keep the video short. Alright, let's try it. And there you have it. So everything works on it. The doors are, all the textures are there. It's actually leveling the ground like it should. The doors are opening and it has sound. Okay. We have, what do we got there? Map, animation, animated objects, XML error. Error failed to open XML file. Map, animated objects, XML. Like, how does the actual game have errors? Like, I don't get that. Running Lua method. Animated map objects on create. Yeah, I don't know. But let's jump back out and check the game's log. And we shouldn't have any errors. So we gotta close the log. Alright guys, here we are in the log. So there is one error, which isn't nothing major, but it can be fixed. Right there where we deleted the line indoor area start node defined for placeable indoor area. It's saying it can't find it, and that is for the AI, just so it'll keep the AI, your workers, away from that actual building. So the inside of the building and the outside of the building. So you can go in there, get your nodes, or we could have just used the nodes from the actual building itself and placed them in or after these lines. So right here, how it says 0 for this right here, where it said test area, we could actually, where's that at? Is it in here? Or did I delete it? Test area. Alright, so right here. You just got to put your start nodes and ending nodes right there, so we could actually use I mean, I guess we could just use the part nodes. Or go into Giants Editor, open it in Giants Editor, and just see what the nodes are for the actual shed. And then just put right here. So right after start node, and then equals 2 explanations. Then you would type it in right there, and then hit a space. And then type it in here, and then hit a space. And then that would make that error go away. You might even be able to actually just delete that line, but it's real easy to get them nodes. I'd show you, but I don't want the video running forever. So that's it, guys. That's how you convert a simple placeable from FS19 to FS22, and to get everything to actually work on it. Sound, animations, and all. I hope that helped. Sorry for rushing through it. If I missed anything, I'll just make another video on it. Just trying to help the new guys to modding out. So if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see what's coming, what's next, hit that subscribe button. Mash them notification bells. Join the Triple D operating crew. And I'm out. Deuces.